got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Faking the give. Now Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mariota. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And still fighting. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Mariota. But he's got a man, Corey Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Succop will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mariota to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Watson on 1st down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watson off play action. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He got 29 yards that time.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A gain of 6 there on first. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mariota now. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The toss, Lewis. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's Henry. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's Watson now on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Mariota now on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, blue 80, target.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And here's Lewis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down throw for Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out comes Houston. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Foreman bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Right back to him on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down, here's Miller. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Griffin. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Miller, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback.